Yeah, I would say that this campaign of 2024 is quite different from 2017 because in this campaign we see that the level of political maturity among Rwandans has really increased. That where we have gone across the country, people received us quite well. People were able to even dance for us on the street, and people gave us gifts and so on. And we were welcomed by different district mayors, vice mayors, and executive secretaries wherever we went. So you could say that there was a better atmosphere, especially because we've been members of parliament for the last 6 years in parliament. So we've been working together with these authorities, so they knew us. So you could say that it was a bit different from 2017. Because as you remember, 2017 was so bad that we even were taken in the graveyard. At that time, there was no graveyard. So we had some few issues here and there, but overall, it was a very good reception this time around. And because of that, also we have been having a very good message that we have been delivering to the people of Rwanda, which people have appreciated so much. And we're hopeful that the reception we got will be also visible in the elections and election results on Monday.
What is your expectation during this year's election?
This year's elections, because you know our party, the Democratic Party of Rwanda, is the only political party which has been able to challenge the coalition of 9 political parties. And we are the second most known party in this country. We have party structures all over the country. We have youth structures, we have women's structures at district level, even provincial level and national level. So we have all the structures of the party. So we have members across the country, and we have a very good message. And we have also achievements that we have been showing what we campaigned for last time, what we have achieved so far. So I'm hopeful that this time we have been only 2 members of parliament and 1 senator, but because people are voting for chamber of deputies members of parliament in the lower house, I'm hopeful that we multiply that 10 times. So my expectation is to have at least 20 MPs this time. And for the presidency, I'm hopeful that we'll have like 55% of the vote on Monday.
Today marks the end of your campaign. What the message do you have for Rwanda?
The message has been very clear. We have put the justice sector as #1 priority in our manifesto. We are going to ban all the what we call illegal detention centers in Rwanda, which they call transit centers here, because they don't follow the laws concerning imprisonment of people. Because in Rwanda, the only authority that can imprison people is the Rwanda Investigation Bureau. So the transit centers are not allowed to imprison anybody, but they do so even beyond 3 months or even 6 months, keeping people illegally. So we're going to ban them in September. Also, we're going to scrap the 30 days provisional detention, where people are imprisoned on pretext that they are under investigation for 30 days, but they spend 2 years, even 5 years in prison without facing justice. And by the time they meet a judge, they find them innocent. So this is a big problem we've seen in the whole country. It's opposite of the justice. It's a big injustice that has to be stopped. So we're going to establish a justice compensation fund that will help compensate all the people who have been imprisoned and found innocent. So that's more on the justice sector. Of course, we're going to put more enforcement in the Justice Department, increasing judges, even a scholarship fund for lawyers, even increasing the capacity of the Investigation Bureau, and so on. But mostly another message is about food security. We want to make sure that all Rwandans can have enough food to eat, because we are dependent more on imports of food from Bangladesh, from India, Pakistan, and so on, rice and maize from Zambia and elsewhere. So we have to increase our agricultural production, whereby we're going to establish an agricultural development fund, a fund which will help anyone who wants to get involved in agriculture to get some money at an interest rate of less than 2%. So if younger people want to rear chicken, rabbits or pigs or cows or whatever, can get this money. But also, even for others who want to transform the agricultural produce, we shall establish what we call agro-processing industries in every sector in the country, that people can be able to transform the agricultural produce and can have more money. On that as well, we are talking about the mining sector as well, because we have a lot of minerals in Rwanda. We want to establish a policy whereby all our minerals must be transformed. Have a value addition before export, because we find we're exporting a lot of raw materials of our minerals, and we get very true money from that. So we want to export our minerals after they have been transformed, so that way we can get more resources or more foreign currency from that. So maybe if I go to economy, we have a serious challenge of unemployment in Rwanda. Over 25% of Rwandans, the youth are unemployed. So we're going to put up efforts in solving the problem of unemployment, first by establishing a Rwanda Employment Agency, which will connect job seekers to job makers, whereby people can come and apply for jobs at a sector level and conduct interviews from there before they go elsewhere. Then they can go when they have a job. So we have established a database around the whole country where their jobs are available in the private sector or the government sector, and young people can, or everyone who wants a job can apply that. So more to that, we also trying to put up like vocation training college in every sector as a second administrative level in the country, whereby people can be trained on what they need in that particular area. So there's a fund I've mentioned, there is the training college, there's the agency, and more other things that we're going to do to make sure that we increase, we solve the problem of unemployment and increase our incomes. But also on taxation, we have high taxes in Rwanda. We are going to reduce the VAT tax from 18% to 14%, and also establish a minimum wage, because there's a lot of exploitation of labor in Rwanda. People are employed, but they are also underemployed. You find people have good qualifications, but they get very little money. We cannot even help them to uplift their families. So we shall establish a minimum wage. So anyway, we have a lot of things in our manifesto.